Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton and beyond. This week we chat with Malaysia's rising mixed doubles duo, Huat and Shevon about their flourishing partnership. And Indonesia's legendary shuttler Hendra Setiawan talks at length about how the competition is heating up in the men's doubles discipline. Chan Peng-soon and Goh Liu-ing's silver at last year's Rio Olympics was one of Malaysia's proudest moments, and it was the nation's first medals in the mixed doubles discipline. Although the high-flying pair parted ways earlier this year due to Liu-ing's injury, the country's charge in mixed doubles is carried on by world number 9 Tan Kian Ming and Lai Peiting. Together with the fast-rising duo Huat and Shevon Jemie Lai, who are not far behind in 14th, Malaysia have two pairs in the top 20. Only paired up last year, the young partnership of Huat and Shevon has shown great promise in international badminton.
Of course, at the beginning when we see that our world ranking is going up that quick, of course we feel a bit, okay, we have to maintain, we have to go up, we have to maintain and then stuff. But slowly we realize that it's not all about just the world ranking. It's more like what we are doing to improve our game as a pair. World ranking for now for us is just a bonus if we will be able to go up further. But our main focus is just to get our game to be much solid.
Badminton Unlimited dropped by Malaysia's national training headquarters in Kuala Lumpur to find out more about this budding partnership.
When I was young, I watched Lin Tan play and I was inspired by him. I wanted to reach that level in my game, just like him.
I started when I was very young because my parents, technically my whole family plays badminton. My brother was in the national team before, so I kind of like followed them to the courts all the time. So that's where I picked up. So there's no other sports since then.
24-year-old Shevon is a doubles specialist, while Huat, who is 3 years older, was initially a singles player. He made the switch last year to further his badminton career after making little progress in the solo event. And that decision came at a right time for Shevon, who was without a partner following her former partner's departure from the national team.
We are both a left-right-handed pairing, so we both are strong in our forehands, as everybody knows, so that's where we complement each other. And one more thing is that my partner is quite a good attacker from behind, so it makes my job much easier in front, and I don't have to move too much to look for the shuttles. So normally he will be the one attacking the most.
With Shevon's solid experience in doubles, the partnership began brightly. In their first international outing, they struck gold at the Malaysia International Challenge, an unexpected result that surprised the newly formed pair.
That victory gave us confidence, and we could see that there is a future in our partnership.
I did not expect so much that we would be able to reach the finals, because that was our first. And then the first thing when he came to me and told me that, it was like, okay, this is our first tournament and then we should just take it easy and then just play our best and try to communicate on court. And since we didn't have much of a combination and extra like tacticals and stuff, so we just played what we could. And to enter the final that day, we were more like, okay, it's final, so just give out our best and see what happens on court.
The duo then picked up another title 2 weeks later at the Scottish Open, and they kept the momentum going, reaching the final of their Grand Prix Gold tournament, the Victor Far East Malaysia Masters, in January this year. Although the pair was out of action for a month due to Huat's ankle injury, they came back strongly at the SCG Thailand Open, making their 5th final appearance since the start of their partnership in November. The Malaysia duo did well to wrestle the semi-final win from Thailand's top pair, Dechapal Pravaranakro and Sapsari Teratanachai, after the Thai shuttlers drew level.
I would say that we did quite an amazing job there, because looking at the draw before we went to Thailand, it was pretty hard in the semi-finals because we'll be meeting the Thai pair, which was ranked much higher than us. And so we did not really put a very high expectation that we would win or whatsoever. We just wanted to like play and just perform our very best. And we managed to overcome them. It was quite surprising for us, but it was also a very good experience and to boost our confidence. For the final game, it was a totally different game for us because to play the China pair and the game plans and everything was different. And also the pressure and different environment totally for us for the final game. Yeah.
Although Huat and Shevon lost to China's He Jiting and Tu Yue in the final, their run in Thailand served as a springboard. The pair went on to clinch silver at the Southeast Asian Games and made progress at Super Series level tournaments. They had a quarter-final finish at the Bitburger Open and reached the semi-final in Denmark, a Super Series premier tournament. Not bad for a pair that only began their partnership barely a year ago.
We are taking one game at a time, one tournament at a time, and we see our partnership improving each tournament. So I think that's a good thing for us both.
For the world number 14, their steady progress on the international circuit has shown that the possibilities are endless for the duo.
So our target's like to maintain and to fight for the next Olympic, if we can get in, to qualify. And hope that nothing happens along the way that will split us up. So far everything is going well. So we train.
Proven to be tough opponents and worthy contenders on court, Huat and Shevon Lai will certainly continue to fly the Malaysian flag. It's trivia time, and this week we want you to name the last Chinese men's singles winner at the China Open. Have a think and we'll reveal the answer after the break. When we return, we get an expert view about everything men's doubles from the legendary Hendra Setiawan. With digital innovations, shuttle time is now more fun, engaging and accessible than ever. So get connected to BWF's Badminton Schools program. Find out more about the BWF's grassroots initiatives on these platforms. Download the app, visit the website and get active on Facebook. Your gateway to shuttle time has never been so easy. Before the break, we wanted you to name the last Chinese men's singles winner at the China Open. The answer is Chen Long. China had held on to the men's singles crown for an impressive 11 years after Chen Long defended his title in 2013. India's Kidambi Srikanth broke that stronghold the following year when he sensationally beat the legendary Lin Dan to claim his first World Super Series title. Chen Long came close the next 2 years, but in both finals had to settle for second best, losing to Lee Chong-wei in 2015 and Janno Jorgensen last year. Men's doubles. When played at the highest tempo and on the biggest stages, it's a true sporting spectacle. The demands of the format have evolved through the years, but it has always kept the fans on the edge of their seats. We sat down with men's doubles superstar Hendra Setiawan as the Beijing Olympic champion gave his valuable insight on the current state of the game and who has impressed him the most.
Banyak sih ya, terutama sekarang dari China, Indonesia.
There are so many of them now, but I guess the prominent ones are still from China and Indonesia. I find that there are some very good young pairs from Indonesia. China has Lee Jinhui and Liu Yucheng, and of course Indonesia has Kevin and Marcus. Asan and Rian are also coming up, and I personally hope they'll get better in time to come. Below them are Fajar Alfian and Rian Ardianto. Actually, there are still so many more pairs to mention.
Masih banyak sih sebenarnya di bawahnya lagi.
As one half of the transnational partnership with Malaysia's Tan Boon Hyong, the 33-year-old Indonesian is seen as one of the elder statesmen still challenging at the elite level. Age has played a big role in how Hendra approaches the sport now, and he's inspired by the success of his contemporaries, Denmark's world number 2 duo, Mathias Bo and Carsten Mogensen.
Bo Mogensen.
I think Mathias Bo and Carsten Mogensen are a remarkable pair. They are still very strong and very competitive. Even until now at their age, they are able to keep themselves in the world top 3. That is very commendable. I hope that I will perform just as well as them in the future. I believe the discipline in both their diet and training has been crucial for them. It is also a challenge for me because I can't possibly match the current power and speed of the game. So how I get around it is to stay consistent. I can't step it up, nor can I afford to drop my level. I have to maintain a certain level and to make sure the quality of my game does not drop. I just need to keep it manageable.
Jadi nggak turun, naik pun nggak bisa kan, ya harus stay segini aja ya.
The 3-time world champion is equally impressed by his successors in the Indonesia national team, Marcus Fernaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo. 2017 has seen the duo cement their place at the top of the BWF World Rankings, but the doubles veteran feels there's still room for his compatriots to get even better.
Mereka speednya bagus, dua-duanya speednya bagus, cepat.
Their speed is amazing. Maybe the timing of their rise was good too. After the Olympics in Rio, many pairs broke up and other players retired. I think that helped them. They are doing very well. Looking at the next Olympics in Tokyo 2020, I believe they have a good chance, but they'll have to keep working hard. They are still young, so they need to work on their composure. Patience is key, and they must not try to rush to finish the match. It will cause them to make many unforced errors.
Gamenya di situ malah jadi mati sendiri kan.
Hendra has also kept a keen interest on the progress of his former partner, Muhammad Ahsan, who has joined forces with Rian Agung Saputro. Unseeded at the recent BWF World Championships, Ahsan and Saputro surprised many when the new partnership went all the way to the final.
Sejak dia ngalahin first seed.
As soon as I learned they had defeated the first seeds, I already knew they were going all the way to the final. When I saw how the draw was made, I thought they had a good chance to progress. It was unfortunate that they lost the final. Maybe Rian felt pressured, I don't know. He is still young. It's a good experience for him because it's not a Super Series event, it's much bigger than that. To play at the World Championships and to play in the final, it is definitely a good experience for him. Only he will feel what it's like in that final. He will learn how to deal with that kind of pressure. The experience will do him good. It will make him a better player. I can only advise him to forget about it and just enjoy the match.
Gamenya, enjoy aja.
The playing field in men's doubles is fast, leveling out, and finding any extra edge will prove vital in the player's search for glory. Hendra's advice? Keep talking to your partner and grinding out the hours on the training court.
Kalau ganda sih buat saya.
In men's doubles, good communication is vital. Both players need to be able to talk and understand each other. From how they want to play the sport to what their targets are, players need to be on the same page with their partners. It is impossible if there's no talking on the court. You can't win anything that way. Communication is key, and when there's time, they need to train more. It's not enough to just follow the coach's training program. I know it's very tiring, but if you want to be a world or Olympic champion, you have to do it.
Olimpiade ya harus ekstra lagi.
Always a display of thrilling and pulsating action. The men's doubles narrative continues to be a compelling one for badminton fans everywhere. Grand Prix Gold action took centre stage last week when Germany hosted the Bitburger Badminton Open 2017. Finals day commenced with women's singles, and it was a contest between United States' Baewon Zhang and Thailand's Nichaon Jindapol. In a battle between the top two seeds, both players won a game each before forcing a decider. Zhang and Jindapol were pushed to their limits in the final game, but it was the Thai shuttler who finished stronger. After over 1 hour of play, Jindapol secured her first title of the year with the final score 21-17, 15-21, 21-19. Mixed doubles was up next as China's He Chi-ting and Tu Yue went up against Anders Skarup Rasmussen and Lena Højmark Kjærsfeldt of Denmark. Despite the Scandinavians' best efforts in the opener, it was the Chinese combination who went 1-0 up. The second game told a similar story. He and Tu's nimble pace proved too much for the Danes to handle. The world number 73 duo wrapped up the match in straight games with a 21-18, 21-17 win. Over in women's doubles, it was a clash between Jongkolpan Kittitharakul and Rawinda Prajongjai of Thailand and Japan's Akane Araki and Aoi Matsuda. A close affair in the opening game, but it was the Thais who would grab a 1-0 lead. The Victor Far East Malaysian Masters champions would go on to dominate the second game and cruise to their victory with the final score 21-19, 21-6. Men's singles followed next with Rasmus Jemke of Denmark squaring off against Chinese Taipei's Su Chen-hao. The unseeded Dane came out on top in the first game after successfully negotiating a tricky opener. Buoyed by his winning start, Jemke crushed any hopes of a comeback by his opponent in the second, romping home to a 21-18, 21-10 victory. Men's doubles wrapped up finals day as Fajar Alfian and Mohammad Rian Ardianto took to the court to face Kim Astrup and Anders Skarup Rasmussen. The number 2 seeds from Denmark were made to work for every point as they took the opening game. Their Indonesian opponents were defiant in the second game, fighting their way back into the match to make it one apiece. But Astrup and Rasmussen made a response of their own, overwhelming Alfian and Ardianto midway through the deciding game to clinch their second Grand Prix Gold title of the year. The final result, 21-19, 19-21, 21-18. After the break, we speak to the Ghana national team about their badminton hopes and dreams. Get connected with us on social media. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook and tell us what you think of the latest news, or perhaps you just want to leave an encouraging post for your favorite player on Facebook. If you've got any comments or photos, share them with us on these social media platforms. The popularity of badminton in Ghana is growing, and in recent times, the standard of Ghana badminton has been rising fast. Head coach Philip George Ba led his team to the first BWF World Junior Championship appearance after successful outings in the regional tournaments. Team Ghana finished 21st out of the 44-team tournament, the best finish by an African country, in Yogyakarta last month. Not surprisingly, 2 of their players relished the chance to take on better opponents and also to meet up with their teammates once again.
It's a great opportunity to be here because looking around, we've played in Benin International, Lagos International, and being the first time to be here, it's not easy. It's a learning ground also for us because we've not been here before. When we came, we've met a variety of people, coaches, and people we see them play on television. We've met them here as well. I think it's an opportunity for us to learn and then to also enhance our play.
I feel like I need to train more. I feel like I need to train more after seeing this players, variety of players in the world I feel I need to even train more and in order for me to achieve my goals. The feeling of meeting my friends here is really a happy moment for me. We first went to Ivory Coast, where I met most of the junior players there, and then we continued to Benin and Nigeria with the senior team. And then I'm very happy to meet my friends here.
Ghana currently has over 100 junior players and 30 shuttlers at the senior level. The Ghana national team is ranked 69th in the world. Back home, the Badminton Federation of Ghana is on the charm offensive.
In Ghana, back home, I think the Federation has vigorously embarked on a national drive to promote badminton. I think now we have courted the media relationship very well. Badminton is now being shown on telly 3 times or twice every week and every day. I think we have 3-hour slot of pure badminton being played. Now it has also been introduced in the basic schools and second cycle schools through shuttle time, and so the interest is coming up.
The implementation of shuttle time has helped raise the interest in badminton, and Badminton Federation of Ghana aims to have 29,000 students participating in BWF's badminton school program by 2020. They currently have close to 5,000 in the program. Like most African countries, Ghana is a football-crazy nation. So, how did badminton win these people over in the first place?
Badminton is my #1 sport because it's a family sport. You can play it at all age levels, from infancy to adulthood. And even after your career, when you retire as a player, you can also be an umpire. You can do the coaching course, you can become a coach. Unlike other sports, when you are injured and you retire as a player, you don't have anything to do again. That is why I chose badminton.
In Ghana, football is the #1 sport. Well, most people play football. I also started playing football as just playing. So from there, I went to tennis. Then I also left. But in badminton, I found out that I was good from my coaches. They say I'm good. Then from the way I play, I also see that I am also good. And then I love the sports. It really keeps me active. So that's the main reason why I am in the game.
Well, why is badminton special? Well, badminton is so special. Everything about it is special. You understand? Yes. The hooliganism is in football can never be in badminton. You know that? Yes. I wouldn't say it's an elite sport, but it's a sport for all. And it's a well-disciplined sport. It's a sport in which when you are well drilled, well disciplined. So I believe that everybody has their sports. That's my choice, and that is what I would recommend for anyone, any day, anytime.
So, what's next for Team Ghana after the World Junior Championships?
The Federation is poised in promoting the sports so that we go for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. So there is a roadmap, a fine roadmap that has been drawn, and we believe that with funding and with support, government support, we can get there.
My ambition for now is to go to the Youth Olympics, then continue to Tokyo 2020, and also to get the Olympic gold, be the first African to get a gold medal for Africa in the Olympics and even in the World Championship.
Beyond the World Juniors Championship, my ambition in badminton is to play and then go for the Commonwealth Games, which comes next year, and then to play in the Juniors tournament again, or even the Seniors Championship to come again.
Those are the immediate goals, but when it comes to long-term plans, Team Ghana is not short on ambition. By 2024, the Federation wants 70% of school children to have played badminton and to have Ghana to feature at the Paris Olympics. And
the world must watch out for Ghana. In the next few years, we will be there.
Let's take a look at the tournaments coming up as we take a look at our Badminton Unlimited calendar. Next week, we speak to Denmark's Mads Conrad Petersen and Mads Bielekolding about their never-say-die attitude and how they plan to stay on top of their game. See you next week.